BTS news today. On a quiet day, Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, never expected that he would experience such an emotional and heartfelt moment. As an idol with a busy schedule and a life that is often under the public spotlight, intimate moments with family or close friends become so valuable. However, on that day, Jungkook was surprised by a very personal surprise from two people he loves dearly: Jin, a fellow BTS member, and his older brother, Jonghyun-it. All started with a carefully planned plan by Jin and Junghyun. They know that Jungkook has been under a lot of pressure from both his career and his personal life. As a figure who is often a pillar of strength to those around him, Jungkook rarely shows his fatigue. However, Jin and Junghyun, who know Jungkook well, can see that he needs something to lift his spirits. The plan began when Jungkook was told by his manager that he had an important meeting on the agenda at a location in Seoul. With full confidence, Jungkook followed the direction without suspecting it. The location he went to turned out to be a small music studio that he had previously visited with Jin for their solo project. Upon arriving there, Jungkook discovers that the room is decorated with various photographs and memories of his childhood. From the walls to the floor, every corner of the studio is filled with special moments that remind Jungkook of his life journey from a little boy who dreamed of becoming a singer to now a global idol. When Jungkook is still stunned by the decoration of the room, Jin suddenly appears from behind the scenes with a huge birthday cake. Although Jungkook's birthday is long gone, Jin says, "It's not about birthdays, it's about celebrating yourself, Jungkook. You've done so many great things, and we want you to know how proud we are of you." At the same time, another door opens, and his older brother, Junghyun, enters carrying an acoustic guitar. With a warm smile, he begins to play a song that is very familiar to Jungkook's ears, a song they used to sing together as children. The song takes Jungkook back to the humble days before fame and great responsibility came into his life. Jungkook, who is usually known to be strong and rarely shows his emotions openly, could not hold back tears. He began to sob, moved by the attention and love of two people who meant so much to him. "I didn't expect you guys to do this for me," Jungkook said in a trembling voice. The moment is not only about the surprise, but also about the message that Jin and Junghyun want to convey. Jin, who has always been a big brother to all BTS members, wanted to remind Jungkook that he doesn't have to deal with all the pressure alone. Meanwhile, Junghyun wants to show that even though she's not always in public like her sister, she's always there to support her every step of the way. Both of them realize that Jungkook, although always cheerful and strong, is also an ordinary human being who needs support and love from those closest to him. The surprise is their way of showing that they care not only about Jungkook's career, but also his emotional well-being. As news of the surprise began to spread, ARMY, as BTS fans are called, immediately flooded social media with support and love for Jungkook. Many felt touched by the close relationship between BTS members and their families. Some fans even shared personal stories of how Jungkook has inspired them to stay strong in the face of life's challenges. "Jungkook is the reason I keep going every day. Seeing her get love from those closest to her makes my heart warm," one fan wrote on Twitter. The surprise moment ends with a warm hug between Jungkook, Jin, and Junghyun. They spent the rest of the day talking, laughing, and reminiscing about the past. Jungkook, who initially felt a little tired and overwhelmed, seemed lighter after the shock. "Sometimes I forget how lucky I am to have people like you in my life," Jungkook said with a sincere smile. This surprise not only strengthens their relationship, but also serves as a reminder to Jungkook that despite all the pressure and challenges, there is love always waiting to welcome him. That day, Jungkook not only received a surprise, but also a valuable lesson about the importance of family and friends and maintaining balance in the midst of a glittering entertainment world. This moment will always remain one of the fondest memories of his life, and for fans, it became a vivid proof that behind the scenes, their idols are ordinary mortals who support each other with love and warmth. After that emotional moment, Jungkook felt like rediscovering a part of himself that had been hidden behind the busyness and pressure of life. The days he lived as a global superstar often made him feel far from the simple and authentic. However, the surprise from Jin and her brother serves as a sweet reminder that her roots remain strong: family, friendship, and childhood memories. After the surprise ended, the three decided to spend the night together in that studio. Jin, with his humorous nature, started telling funny stories about their journey together in BTS. He recalled how Jungkook as a teenager always tried hard to be the best at everything, even in small things like a game of ping pong in their dorm. "You remember when we bet who can eat the most spicy noodles?" Jin asked with a laugh. "You tried so hard to win, but in the end it was you who had the stomach ache all night." The story made Jungkook laugh out loud, something he rarely does these days. The moment felt very intimate and full of warmth, reminding them all that although things have changed, their relationship has remained the same. Junghyun's presence that night also adds an emotional layer to Jungkook. As an older brother, Junghyun is not a figure that is often seen in public, but he has always been an important figure in Jungkook's life. She tells of how she secretly followed her sister's career from a distance, feeling proud but also worried. "You always make us proud, Jungkook," Junghyun said in a soft voice. "But I also want you to know, it's okay to rest. You don't always have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself." Those words touched Jungkook's heart. As an idol who is often required to meet the expectations of many people, hearing that from her brother became a kind of liberation for her. He feels understood, accepted, and supported unconditionally. After a long conversation, Jungkook picked up his brother's guitar and started playing a simple melody. He sings a song he composed himself, the lyrics of which tell about gratitude and love for the people who are always there for him. Jin and Junghyun listened solemnly, feeling sincerity in every word sung by Jungkook. "This song is for you," Jungkook said with a small smile. "For all you have done for me, for all the love you have given." That night became one of those moments where Jungkook really felt that he was not alone. There are those who love him not because of his popularity or achievements, but because of him as Jungkook, a younger brother, a friend, and an ordinary human being. After that night, Jungkook looks more relaxed and happy in his daily life. Fans who have always paid attention to the smallest details from him began to note these changes. His face appears brighter, his smile is more often seen, and his way of interacting with other BTS members feels lighter and full of warmth. In an interview a few weeks later, Jungkook briefly touched on the moment. He did not elaborate, but said, "I was recently reminded how important it is to have people who support you unconditionally. It gave me new strength to keep going." The recognition made the army even more touched. They know that although Jungkook is a tough and dedicated figure, he also has a fragile side, which needs to be nurtured with love and support. The surprise not only deepened the relationship between Jungkook, Jin, and his brother, but also served as a reminder to other BTS members of the importance of supporting each other. As a group that has been together for more than a decade, they often face great challenges both individually and collectively. However, moments like these reinforce the foundation of their friendship, reminding them that behind the glitter of the stage, they are family. Jin, as the oldest member, then talks to Jungkook about how important it is to continue celebrating the little things in life. "Life is too short to continue to feel burdened," he said. "Sometimes, we just need to stop for a moment, laugh, and enjoy what is there."